Police have launched a search to track down a man who shot and killed a young mother. Family members tell us Raisha Hurd was ambushed and murdered.
"31-year-old Raisha Hurd, also known as Rain Harris, was a loving and sweet woman with a beautiful personality to match. Her friends and family considered her the life of the party. Her smile was everything. Most importantly, she was a mother to 2 boys and was also expecting. She was looking forward to welcoming her new bundle of joy into the world. Never could anyone close to her have imagined that a sinister plot would soon snatch away all of her hopes and dreams. On October 11th, the Cobb County Police responded to a home on Kelly Chapel Road for reports of a shooting. Upon arrival, they would locate the body of an unresponsive woman lying in the driveway.
The Hurd family has lived here on Kelly Chapel Road in DeKalb County for more than 40 years. They have lots of fond memories, but they will never forget what happened here Wednesday night. The gunfire was so pronounced it could be heard across the street where Yolanda Bethea lives.
It was 6 shots. I knew it was a gun. I knew it wasn't a firecracker. The next time I looked out the window, that's when I started seeing the police cars and the ambulance and stuff.
We saw evidence of the violence, a bullet hole in the rear of this white Lexus parked in the carport.
Yeah, it is.
The bold violence has just stunned neighbors.
And we have 2 small kids here, so I was like, not in our neighborhood. I just, I didn't think that would happen in this neighborhood.
The victim was identified as 31-year-old Raisha Hurd, who was sadly pronounced dead at the scene after succumbing to 7 gunshot wounds in the driveway of her parents' home, and all in front of her 8-year-old son. According to her family, who witnessed everything that unfolded, Raisha was getting groceries out of the car when she was ambushed and shot several times. Family and friends quickly identified the suspect as Raisha's ex-boyfriend and rapper, Mad Music Cali, formerly known as Justin Lewis.
12 a.m. my single dropping, you heard me state to state. I need all my real supporters. 12 a.m. So click that link in that bio, you heard me? And fuck with me. Run me up. You already know what it is, man. Mad Music Cali.
Her family says she had broken up with Lewis because he was abusive for years. She even went as far as getting a restraining order, yet he still found her. If he couldn't have her, no one could. After the shooting, Lewis went live on social media as if nothing had happened. In fact, when a family member posted that he was wanted and that they were going to find him, he even liked the status, doing everything he could to taunt the family. Such a sick and psychotic act. But Raisha's family and friends were not giving up that easily. They continued to provide police with all of the information they had, including Lewis's social media information, which was also used to track his movement.
Growing up in the water, man, this shit ain't what it seems. They'll do you till they lose them and assassinate your dream. Better watch out for the snakes, even them niggas on your team, on your team, on your team. That's why I keep afforded. So niggas better stand their lane like Torah. When niggas try to shatter my dreams, I wasn't worried. I just spoke about it all in my music. You feel me? And I won't stop.
In a shocking twist, many on social media have alluded to the fact that Lewis murdered his ex-wife, 25-year-old Sydney Dalcour, who was gunned down in Lewis's hometown of New Orleans back in May of 2017. Based on Sydney's Facebook profile, the two were involved in a relationship and shared a similar passion for music, even performing together on stage, where she went by the name China Doll. An article on the murder states that Sydney had been shot on the driver's side of her vehicle multiple times. The vehicle was located in between 2 apartment buildings, and the engine was left running. The article also mentioned Sydney's mother and stated the following. Sydney's mother stated she didn't have much information yet on her daughter's slaying, but Denise Dalcour said she was profoundly saddened that her daughter spent many of her final days of her life dealing with a contentious separation from her husband who couldn't be reached for comment. That husband was Mad Music Cali, or Cali Music as he was known during the time of his ex-wife's murder. According to social media, police were unable to arrest him for the murder because they were unable to place him at the scene. Lewis would subsequently move to Atlanta and start a whole new life, ultimately creating a new identity and changing his name to Mad Music Cali. Lewis's Instagram posts were flooded with comments with people demanding his arrest. Although police initially kept Lewis's identity from the public, Raisha's family was sure that justice would soon be served. Lewis's final Instagram post, made just 3 days before he was arrested, would read, "Walking in tomorrow."
Family members and friends say they are frustrated because there has been no arrest, and they say they know exactly who did the shooting. And even more upsetting, they claim the shooter has been on social media many days since the murder.
And I just feel like I just want justice for her.
Justice that Raisha Hurd's best friends say is coming too slowly. The young mother of 2 boys, who's described as the life of the party, was gunned down, DeKalb police say, in her parents' driveway. Family members say Raisha was getting groceries out of the trunk when someone ambushed her from the side of the family's home on Kelly Chapel Road. They shot her multiple times. Her youngest son, just 8 years old, watched it all.
Words couldn't explain how bad it hurt. For them to have witnessed that is unexplainable. It's so hard.
Both the family and Rashida's friends say they know who shot her. Keep in mind, several of the family members were at the house when the deadly shooting occurred. DeKalb police say they have identified the suspect, but they are not yet ready to release his name.
He's doing a lot on his Instagram.
He's tempting us. He's tempting the family.
Yeah, he wants to go viral from this. So, yes, we know who it is.
Meanwhile, Raisha's besties, who have known her since 9th grade, say they will miss so much about her.
Her smile.
She always had a smile, a big smile. She touched a lot of people's lives. She had a lot of friends, and she was just so loving and caring. She's a loving and caring person. She's the life of the party. We don't have a positive,
never negative.
A week after her senseless and untimely murder, DeKalb County Police would announce the arrest of Raisha's ex-boyfriend. He is currently being held in the DeKalb County Jail on a charge of malice murder. Although her family says they are able to rest a bit easier, it still won't bring Raisha back. It still won't change the vision that her 8-year-old son has to live with for the rest of his life, watching his mother murdered right in front of him. Something such as that doesn't just go away.
Hearing from family members of a pregnant mother who was gunned down in front of her 8-year-old son. Yesterday, DeKalb police arrested and charged Justin Lewis in connection to Raisha Hurd's death. The victim was getting groceries out of her car when she was shot and killed. Again, all in front of her young son. Family members say Raisha was a domestic violence victim and had recently made efforts to get away.
I'd say the past 6 weeks or so, she made a concerted effort to pull away, put her foot down, attempted to get a temporary protection order. She was trying.
Your heart just breaks hearing that. Family members say they've now focused on saying their goodbyes to Raisha now that a suspect is in custody.
It's been very, very much a relief for our family. To know that he's been captured and we don't have to be in fear of him or any antics.
Tomorrow, in a private service, Hurd will be laid to rest. They encourage anyone who is a victim of domestic violence to seek help.
31-year-old Raisha Hurd will be laid to rest on Monday. DeKalb County Police have not released any other information about Lewis or the arrest. Raisha's family is hoping that her story can be used to help others who may be in similar situations. They say domestic violence is real, and people should recognize the signs early and get away before you get too attached and before it's too late.